Welcome to Mike and James Classic Games. I'm Mike.
I'm James.
Lean in.
I'm
There we go.
James.
Sweet. So this is the first video that we've done in the new studio. We've been working on this for a couple of weeks. This is actually my daughter's old room. Uh, I don't think she knows yet that we've turned it into a studio. She's gone off to the Navy. So I decided to steal her room while I could. But so before we get started, we've got something very, very special. I wanted to thank you guys. We have done it between my old pinball days, and now we have reached 200 subs. You guys remember when we did our potted meat party, and then when we hit 100 subs, we did ham. That was a huge deal. I really wanted to do bacon for this one, but my wife said no, bacon needs to be saved for 500. Uh, and then I had another friend saying, maybe you should stop eating things that were alive. And I assured him that I don't think the potted meat was ever alive. Uh, and if it was, it's probably way better off. God knows what that animal was. I mean, do you know?
Nope.
Have you ever looked on it where it says mechanically separated chicken?
No.
Yeah, it says mechanically separated chicken on it. And I can only imagine like almost a Wallace and Gromit style machine that comes down and it goes above the chicken and you like that. And the hand comes down with a glove and it picks them up by the beak and then goes really fast and then it just deposits the skeleton. That's gross. But so congratulations. Thank you everybody so much for your help. We've reached 200 subs. Let's keep going because now I really want some bacon. But so yeah, it's ghetto as hell, but who cares? We made 200 subs. I didn't think we'd hit 50. So thank you so much everybody. We owe you big time and we will enjoy this cheese for you. But for now, this is going over here with my drinks. I have my Coke Zero here today because I'm thinking if I get really, really famous one day, they'll look back on this video and maybe Coca-Cola will send me a few bottles because nobody sent me a damn thing. And then, yes, I also have my other drink over here. I have my mason jar drink. Real men in studios drink out of mason jars, do they not?
They do.
Okay, so on to the video. We have something kind of special. Let me give you a little bit of a background story of what happened. I have sitting over there my Atari 65 XE, and I absolutely love it. I also have a 1050 disk drive sitting over there on the shelves over there that does not work. And I'm going to do a video where I go through and fix it up. And I decided to get another 1050 disk drive, and it's a couple of months ago on eBay where I ordered this and got it for a good price. And one of the reasons I suspected it probably didn't work, but one of the reasons I got it is because I saw that it came with the original box. So I was super excited. Like I just picked up an Atari 1027 printer, thanks to my brother. Super excited about that. We'll do a video on that later on. But so I ordered this thing and it never came. Waited and waited and waited. It never showed up. You remember how long we've waited for that thing?
Yeah.
It never showed up. And so I caught a hold of the guy a couple of times, and turns out he had been in kind of a bad way. And every one of the people that he had ordered from were absolutely barbecuing him. And I get that, I understand, but I'm not that guy. And so I decided, give him some time. And he even got a hold of me and said, look, I'm just going to refund you. It's like, no, if you get a chance to send the drive, I'd rather have that. Take your time. It's all good. And so he was very happy that I was chill and I was cool with him. And kind of the message of that is you don't have to be a jerk online. You don't always have to be a jerk, right? You don't ever have to be a jerk, honestly. And I have found that when I'm dealing with people online, you don't know what they've been through. Turns out this guy's been through some stuff. I'm actually going to put a link in the description here of the video of his eBay store because he had all kinds of amazing stuff on there. The store is currently down, but it should be back up soon. But so I want to shout out to him, and I'll put a link to that in there. But he didn't send me the drive. He didn't send me just the drive. He sent me a tote, um, like a whole big tote. In fact, here. This is loaded with video game stuff. So what we're going to do, he felt bad that it had taken so long. And so he sent this massive tote full of stuff. And I have a vague idea of what's in there. Yes, we have opened it, but we haven't really gone through it. So this video is we're going to go through, we're going to find my 1050 drive, which I know doesn't work, but I don't care. We'll do a repair video on that later. But I want to see what else he sent me. So James is going to go over there. He's going to crack it open and start handing stuff over one at a time. And let's see what we've got. Sound good? Let's do this. I'm going to move a couple of things out of the way, our little cassette tape, mnjcg.com. We'll put him there. All right, crack that open. Let's see what we've got. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Holy crap. Just grab some stuff. Oh. Item number 1. A set of the remote control wireless Atari 2600 joysticks. In box. Now these, as you guys know, who play around on eBay all the time, are kind of rare and kind of hard to find. And when you do find them, they are quite expensive. So let's crack this open and kind of see what's in here. God, I hope this is complete. That's almost as good as Peely's. Oh. I'm so excited. You can smell the benzene. And of course we've got paperwork. Holy cow, we've got paperwork. Yes, we've got paperwork in here, all that stuff. And then we have the transmitter. Now this is what you would actually plug into the back of the Atari 2600. These two would go in there, and then you plug this in to the power port, and then you plug your power port that you usually plug in your 2600 there, and this would power everything. This is sick. I love this. What's your thoughts? Good.
It's old.
Well, I'm old. So good content, James. Good content. So we're not going to whip this out and test it right now. What we are going to do is we're going to do a video on these later. We're going to see how they work. And these will be really sweet for the collection and go on the shelf with a place of honor. So item number 1, thank you very much. All right, let's see what's next. Complete remote control set. Let's crack open and see what's in there. I think you can just open the top of that. Hello, baby.
I've unearthed a dinosaur.
Atari 1050 disk drive. This thing is beat to hell. And I talked to him. I'm just excited this is in the box. James is looking at me with this like kind of disgust look on his face. He's like, why are you touching that? Let's take a look here. I suspect that the drive is kind of in bad shape, and I don't care. What we're going to do is, if you guys are interested, or if you're not interested, I don't really care. It's my channel and James's channel, so we'll do it if we want. We're going to do like a repair video. Oh, don't you love that sound? Is the styrofoam?
Yeah, that's great sound.
We have manuals. We have paperwork. Okay.
We should do an audio-only video of you opening
Yes.
styrofoam.
We will do an ASMR video on opening just, oh God, styrofoam. Power brick. Yeah, this is the original power brick. You want to feel something beefy? It's heavy.
Wow.
That's way better than like, or way worse than like this tiny little dabs. I wouldn't charge your phone. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. Try and avoid some more of this noise. Now, Yeah, as suspected, and I kind of knew. Hey, snacks.
Nice.
Original 80s snacks. Sick. As we kind of knew, this thing's in rough shape. Um, it is not screwed together. I have no idea if this thing works or not. And to be honest, you see on the front, it's kind of half-ass in there. Uh, yeah. And I knew that this was pretty much the way this is going to be. This thing needs some love. Um, I don't care. This is going to be absolutely fun. Looks like the cardboard sleeve is still in, or the cardboard insert is still in there, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, that's kind of sweet. Um, that actually gives me good hope for the reader head itself, that maybe this may be okay and it just needs to be put back together. So what we're going to do is probably in the next week or so, we're going to take this and we're going to take my other Atari 1050 drive we've got sitting over there, and let's make a good one. Awesome. This is what I had initially bought, so I'm kind of excited about that. Shall we, let's go on to the next one. Ooh, there's toys and stuff. Stuff! Holy crap. Wait just a second. All right. We have a Sixer. We're going to need to do a little research. This is an Atari 2600. I do not know right off the top of my head. Let's reference here. Okay, so I do believe this is yeah, it is. This is a light Sixer. Yeah, you can tell from the angle of the bevels. The heavy Sixer has a much more curved bevel to it. So this is a light Sixer. I don't care. I have like, would you say maybe half a dozen Atari 2600s? And they're all the 4-switch and a junior. But I'm noticing something on here. You see what I see on the back of there?
Yep.
This has been video modded. So here's what we're going to do. Let's get out of the Magic TV's wonderfulness. This also has an LED mod on here to tell me whether or not the bloody thing's on. So here's what we're going to do. We need a joystick. Noise, 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 noise. I have like a dozen of these sitting around. I'm just grabbing one. I think this joystick might actually have some problems, but we're going to be doing a video soon about care and feeding up your joystick. I know I did one of those a few years ago, but we're going to do another one. So let's get this in here. Now I need to reach over into my green bucket, and we're going to get some RCA cables. Now on this particular TV, oh, sick. Got some original ones that went to the other one. See how well I can do this upside down in the dark.
I have a question for you, Mike.
What's that?
Do you know your colors?
Yeah, I hope so. And if I can get my numbers and my letters down too, I'll be a threat.
If he had a brain, he'd be dangerous.
If you had 2 brain cells, you'd be lonely. Okay, so this is obviously not going to need to go there. Oh, come on. You're going to behave? Nope, I'm going to have to do this manually. Okay, so system, we have this set. Don't turn off, I'm coming. Okay, fingers crossed. You ready? It's AV, isn't it? Yep. Dennis? It works. Now, there's a lot of noise. So I actually suspect I know which mod chip is in here. It's actually reasonably common for this problem. Dennis? God, this is almost better than the NES version. Okay, James, we're playing this later. Okay? Oh, this is way better. Hand me one more game over there. Let's check and see. But so I suspect I know. No, just from down there.
Okay.
Giant black thing. No, games. No, try one of the Atari ones. There you go. Just hand me one. Grand Prix.
I tried to.
I think this Grand Prix might be dead. Hey, this system works. This is an old game. Yeah, this Grand Prix is dead. But tennis works. So we know the system works. I may go in and do some adjustment to the board itself, the mod board that's in here. I'll do a video on that because I have another 2600. I'm going to put one of those in. But there's still some RF interference here, which means it's probably installed a little quickly. But, dude, thank you. I have another 2600, and this one's already taken care of. I love the LED on there for power. So a light sixer, rock and roll. I love it. Let's move on to the next thing. And I can already see what that is. Guess what we have? We have another one. And this looks to be, yeah, this is another light sixer. This one has not been modded to heck. So, this one does have some damage on the bezel. We'll probably fix that up at one point. Let's power this on, see if it works. Holy crap, we've got two more 2600s. At one point, my wife, your dear mother, is going to say, really? More? Okay, so this goes off a standard old RF cable. Now, a lot of people these days, holy sweet, it's got an adapter on there. I have stacks of these adapters. A lot of people will get rid of these because, oh, it just doesn't work on a modern TV. No, of course it won't. Your TV needs to be able to go to channel 3. But the thing is, this used to go into a switch box. In fact, magic drawer of mystery. I have one of these. What this used to be is on the back of your TV, there were two little screws, and this would screw in there. And then your TV antenna would go here, and then to your computer or to your Atari, whatever, would go in there. No TVs have this anymore, but most older TVs, not brand new ones, but well, a lot of brand new ones too, actually have a coax cable. It looks like a cable. He wants to make speaks at me. Yes. Hold on what? 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 Your phone?
Yeah. I can click one button.
He doesn't get it. The reason James is on the channel now is I'm trying to teach him about the joy and love of old electronics. He doesn't get it, does he?
No, I don't.
So I already have one of these in the back of the TV. In fact, I got it right. Ooh, what's that? Don't touch me there again. Right there. Okay, so we're going to turn this over to TV. Okay, will you please remind me? I desperately need to get some more. I need to get some more, not ahs, but ahs.
Yes.
I'm out. I have plenty of ahs. I've got rechargeable ahs, but I need some more ahs. Okay, this is plugged in. It's in there. Let's pop a. Dennis? Okay, it powers up. Could be that the slot just needs to be cleaned. A quick and dirty trick. Pop it in if you pull it out a few times. Wow. This doesn't want to be alive. Kill me. It is powering on, so that is a huge sign because most likely that just means it needs a darn good cleaning. You got to figure that the pins in here where these go, this is the little card slot on these games, where they go in here. This is like 40 years old, close to 50 years old, because this is, I think this late 70s, very early 80s. I mean, this is close to 50 years old. Everything feels good. Switches all feel good. Yes, I think this one's just going to need a cleaning. But, so we have two new new is a strong word, isn't it? Two Atari 2600s. Dude, thank you. What else have we got in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What the heck? This is another one of the adapters. This one is another one of the remote control joystick sets. This specifically this is not an aftermarket. This is the transmitter for the original Atari one. This is an actual branded one. Yeah, indeed. This is from Atari in Sunnyvale, California. Nice. Good news is the receiver complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules, so we can breathe easy. Sweet. I have no idea what I'm going to do with another one of these, but I'm glad to have it because I'm a hoarder when it comes to this stuff. I'm a wicked hoarder. You just see some of the crap I've got. Sweet. So we'll play around with that some more later. Next, have we got anything else in the box? What's in the box? There's a lot left in the box. Oh, sweet. I only have one set of those. Well, I should now say I have two. Let's pull it from the wrong side. We have paddles. We have paddles. Nice set of paddles. I love these. This brings back a lot of memories. Now, right off the top of my head, I can tell one issue.
Oh wow.
Sweet. So when we do our video game joystick video, we'll probably dive into these. Sweet. Now I see there's more things in the box. Just start handing them. We have games. We've got games. What do we? What? Holy crap. This is a really nice copy of E.T. Sweet. Now we have two. We just recently actually got something kind of cool. I don't know where I put it, but I just got one of the old promotional stickers from when the game came out. It was kind of the hologram sticker. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the flyer, we'll take the sticker, and we'll take one of these because we have two nice ones now. And we'll make a shadow box for the wall. Let me know what you think. Sweet. It works, so one. That is the best noise in video. Second best noise. Second best noise in video game. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Ah! Bastard! Get off. What's next? Sweet. New ET. Oh, nice. Wizard of War. I really loved this game when I was young. Let's see if it powers up. Okay, I got noise. Okay, that needs a cleaning. We're going to put that here in the clean that stuff up pile. You can go away for now. You need to go in that pile too. Tennis, I love you. You can go to bed with me tonight. You can sleep with me and the cat. What? I can only see the back.
I possess the bane of your childhood.
Yeah, Pac-Man. Now, you remember a moment ago when I was saying E.T. going is the best, second best noise? You want to hear the best noise? Not the best noise. Definitely needs to be cleaned. What a great noise. This joystick has issues. Look at that. And, okay, well that wasn't what I meant, but I'm going to go up here, and now I'm going right by automatically. This joystick has issues. That's the what? That's the what? That's the what? Oh, I'm sorry. This is some of the best noises. Sweet. We have a Pac-Man. There's still quite a few over there. What's the paperwork there?
Good question.
We have manuals. I love manuals. Okay, so we've got, sweet, we got the Pac-Man manual. Dope, that's going on the wall. Slot racers. Pretty fun game, actually. We have the Chuck Norris Super Kicks manual. If there's a Chuck Norris Super Kicks in there, I'll shit myself. I'll crap myself, sorry. There's not. There's no way there is. We have a stack of games, one at a time. Let's start bringing them over. Or we'll do it that way. Okay, so what have we? Okay. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Heck yes. I have another copy of this. It is beat to heck and boots once every, whenever it feels like it. So, blow me. And you think this didn't win? Even with a little bit of weight loss, the love handle's gone? Sweet. We got Raiders of the Lost Ark. We have Mousetrap. Such a fun game. We'll play some more of this. I'll explain that in a minute. But that's sweet. We got Dig Dug. These are all really nice. These are actually in really nice shape. Give it 3 slides. Dig Dug, good to go. Now, of course, we're going to go through and clean these. We're going to do a video about how to clean games and how to clean systems as well, like the stuff inside systems. But I've got some kind of cool tools that I got from my pinball repair days that I'm excited to show you. So we'll do a video on that later. So we have Star Voyager. This is one I did not have, but I have played it emulated since then. Oh, sick. 3 slides. 1, 2, 3. Every time. I'm teaching you magic. Sweet. Star Voyager running. Oh. Did you see what this is? We have Pitfall. Now, bit of controversy here. Sweet. Okay, let me explain something. Pitfall, you play left to right. That's how the game was designed. That's how it even shows on the little thing. I play right to left. I go backwards through the levels. I learned it from my friend Shane. There's a whole big story about that. When I was younger, we had a specific group of friends. We hung out and played Atari. We all played it right to left. We thought we were being clever. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you did this too. So, Pitfall. Rock and roll. Are you serious? Empire Strikes Back. This was the number 1 on my list to get. This was number 1. Sick. I loved this game when I was younger. I loved this game. I spent way too much time on this. Okay. 3 swipes. 1, 2, 3. This game is hard. Yeah, oh yeah, this joystick sucks. Yeah, I suck. That's not the problem. It's not the joystick. It's that I suck. This has genuinely been on my number 1. I got to get this. Now, a little bit of rattly. It's a street game. A little bit of rattly, but it's actually really nice shape. The label's quite nice, so I am really excited about that one. Ice hockey. Please tell me this comes with blood.
You should try to make music with all the things that rattle.
And that noise. That's our bass line. 3 swipes. Ah! It didn't work. 3 more swipes. Worth 3 more swipes. It doesn't want to work today. Last in the list is another one I've wanted for a long time. This is one of my favorite games. I never had it growing up. I didn't own this. I did have it on Atari 8-bit because I had a 600 XL, then an 800 XL, then an 800, then a 400, and a few others. I had it on there, but I never had it on the 2600. We got Q*bert. And you go to most kids these days, what the heck's a Q*bert? Isn't that a kind of storage device? Shut up. I don't blame them. These games are tired. They're old. They're dirty.
You know, I thought Q*bert was something you put in your ears.
That joke was way better than mine. We got Q*bert.
Well, you had Q*bert.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this joystick sucks. Okay, and we're going to go through and clean this joystick and do it later. And next time I'll have a better joystick. I said no. He swears. Sweet. I believe that is it for the tote. Is the tote empty?
is.
It is. So, considering I only paid like $40 Canadian, and then a little bit of shipping, holy cow. I think that this seller really kind of went out of his way to take care of me after the time delay. Thank you. Uh, Thank you, my buddy. Thank you, my friend. Please go check out his eBay channel below. So game plan over the next little bit is we're going to go through, clean some of this stuff up. I'm going to go through the drive. We'll get these Ataris cleaned up. I'm going to fix this bloody joystick, go through and clean out these games. We're going to do a video coming up soon on how to clean Atari games and other games as well, because that is bad advice. First of all, if you were sitting around playing Atari or even Nintendo, and you on your games, odds are you just had Cheetos. Just saying. And so that is all in there. And if that's not what's in there, then it's cigarette smoking vodka. Um, no, but I'm going to show you a video about how to clean these games, get them operating, and then how to clean the system as well. There's some tools for that, but then there's some pretty cool stuff I learned from the pinball field. So we're going to do some game cleaning, some system cleaning. I'm going to go through that drive. We're going to test out these joysticks. I have no idea what specific battery these take. Oh, they take 9 volts. Sick. I think I've got some 9 volts that are not dead. I think we'll do like some testing of these later. We'll do some gaming. We'll play tennis.
Yes.
Okay, we'll play some tennis, and we'll test out the new stuff. Probably make that a short or something. But I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad we finally got the chance to do this, because this tote's actually been sitting here for a week now, waiting for me to get off work and for us to actually have some time to do stuff. But so upcoming, James, we have several upcoming videos. When we sit and edit this one, we're going to be editing another one that we actually filmed. How long ago did we film Tortrivia?
6 months ago.
No, it hasn't been quite 6 months, I don't think, but it's been a while ago when we first had the concept. I know it was before Christmas we actually had the idea that we wanted to kind of rebirth this channel. So Tortrivia coming up. We've already filmed it ages ago. It is a combination of retro video games trivia and tortilla slapping for the wrong answers. We have many other videos coming up. You guys saw in some of my shorts some of the stuff that we're doing. We are doing some, okay, I'm just going to point over there real quick. We have the printer we're going to be testing out. We have some Pongs we're going to be doing, some handheld restorations, some Pocket PC restorations, going to go through do some Atari work. I've got 3 Magnavox Odyssey 2s. One of them belongs to a friend of ours that we've already finished. We're going to get back to him. And then we got 2 others that we're going to go through and clean up. Atari Video Pinball, the C380. We got a Texas Instruments up there. We've got Intellivision up there. We've got Commodore sitting up there. And we have a Microvision sitting up there. And that's just what's on that shelf. We have stuff all over the house. So we have a lot of cool stuff that we have planned for you that we're going to share with you. And of course, we're going to do pinball as well. I still have that Champ out in the garage that we're going to get back to. And we're going to be taking a trip down to the All-in-One warehouse soon. That's a secret. Oh, you guys are going to freak out. So that's all coming soon. James, any final words? You've been standing over there anxious like you wanted to say things. Hold on. Okay. Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon 3. You better let me know before you start filming.
I did.
Shit. Sorry. It's really fun. So James says there's something I'm going to see in the footage. I don't know what. But so that's what we've got coming. We got a lot of other cool projects. We've got our studio that we want to show you. I've got my soldering and repair station sitting over here. We've got the shelf of awesomeness over there. We've got my 3D printer over there. My Atari's down there. I've got buckets and milk crates full of games and joysticks and cords and cables and stuff that we're going to go through. So we get a lot of cool stuff planned, and then we're going to do some playthroughs of some games. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to find some really bizarre games. In fact, one of the first ones we're going to do is Turmoil. And what we're going to do is we're going to play this for a little bit, give our review on it, and then we're going to give this away to one of you guys. So keep an eye out for that. I've never played Turmoil before. I don't know if it's any good or not. I don't know if it works or not. So should we see? This looks horrible.
That's why we're giving it away.
For maybe halves. But we're going to do some playthroughs, some fun stuff. We're going to plug in some of the other systems and do some playthroughs. I've got stacks of games, and we'll give away some games too. So let me know what you guys think you want to see, what kind of fun stuff you want to see. We're going to be doing some other cleanings on some. I don't think we're going to be doing much newer than about 1990 at the max. I like the old stuff. A lot of this stuff I really enjoyed was from the late 70s, early 80s, and maybe we'll go further back than that. I might have a lead on a couple of things that are going to be really special. So I've been talking enough. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this. James, thank you.
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 Oh, shut up.
Thank you.
Stop. All right.
That's a nice noise.
Isn't it? 200, buddy.
Nice.
Let's do another 200 after this. So cheesy.
You're so cheesy.
You're so cheesy. Eat the cheese. Dennis? Dennis? Dennis?
Dennis.
Dennis? Dennis?
Shit.
Why are you using an Atari controller? Oh, yeah, I'm using a Sega Genesis controller. Dennis?
Tennis.
Dennis.
Tennis.
Dennis.
Tennis.
Dennis. Dennis.
Tennis.